What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? All right, manifestation. Do you understand what manifesting actually is? I thought I did, and then I had someone explain it to me this way, and everything changed. The way I thought about manifesting and manifestations, everything changed. And all of a sudden, all of the other things that I was taught either made sense in a whole new way, or I realized just needed to be thrown out. So that's why I want to share this with you today. We've all heard, and I've said it before, everything has an equal and opposite reaction. Manifesting is something we are doing 24/7, 365, whether we understand that we're doing it or not. Life, our life, other people's lives, life is a constant manifestation. Constant. So, what it comes down to isn't whether or not you're manifesting. What it comes down to is whether or not you are consciously manifesting. And that's it. And that's it. Because our lives are manifested. We manifest our lives based on our belief systems. Mostly from our unconscious and subconscious. This is why when you start learning from the deepest spiritual teachers, they are going to teach you a lot of the self-care practices, a lot of what they call shadow work. And only after you get through that can they start teaching you money-specific manifestation, for instance. Because, as I've said before, we manifest what we are, not what we want. Be it till you see it, not fake it till you make it. Because everything we do is manifesting our lives. Everything. Imagination. I don't know why that just reminded me of that. Anybody who knows SpongeBob knows what I'm talking about. So, if you actually want to be manifesting your best life, if you actually want to be consciously manifesting, you have to clear out all of that unconscious stuff and start living a life of awareness with presence and mindful, inspired action practices. Because otherwise, you're going to be doing these unconscious things on autopilot because of your adopted belief systems that you don't even realize you've taken on. And you're going to be wondering why all of the things that you're doing to try to manifest aren't working. And that's because manifesting isn't something you do. It's a way of life. Well, manifesting is something you do all the time. Manifesting your best life is a way of life. So, that's why you have to get into all of the mindset work, all of what they call the shadow work, all of it. All of the practices that are going to get you to the core of who you are and why you do what you do, and then structure that that you're actually manifesting a life that you want, not the life that you've just happened upon because you weren't wholly conscious up until now. You were very, 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 very much living an unconscious autopilot life, whether you realized it or not. If you weren't doing mindfulness practices every day, meditations every day, starting to learn how to, as I talk about, take that deep breath and pause in every moment that you experience any amount of upset and make a new choice. Until you're doing that with everything, and that's a lifelong practice to get to that. It truly is. That's why when I lost my part-time job back in 2019, I said, you know what? It's time to just do this full-time. Because if I want to be the best teacher I can be, let alone the best I can be, this is what my life is now. And yeah, you work up to that. I spent 5 years of my life, well, I spent 2 years of my life going to school also, which was really actually part of living my purpose. And then I spent 3 years working that part-time job. But I realized if I wanted to reach the next level and not just life coach for people, but actually be a spiritual teacher, I was going to have to devote my life to it. Now, good news for you, if you don't want to be a spiritual teacher, you just want to live a spiritual life, doesn't require quite the same level of devotion. And we can all start somewhere. We can all start, not just somewhere, but we can all start where we are right now. And that's a lot of what I teach, is those little things you can do to start right now, exactly where you're at. So, manifestation. That's what life is. Life is the product of our manifestations. Mostly unconscious, some conscious. So if you want to actually be manifesting your best life, if you actually want to be consciously manifesting, that means digging in. That's why I talk about ending your cycles of suffering. Learning the tools before you need them to end your cycles of suffering. Because in order to consciously manifest, you need to have and know the tools before you need them, not after. In order to consciously manifest your best life, you have to know who you are enough to trust yourself to heal. Well, actually what I should say, I mean, that's not wrong, but I mean, that's not wrong in the sense that I actually did a video yesterday for Instagram stories about how in order to trust ourselves, you have to like yourself enough to be willing to get to know yourself enough to trust yourself now and in the future. So that much is true. And that is the healing process. That is part of the healing process. But you've got to be willing to heal, because you're not going to be willing to get present in the moment and analyze what you're doing that's creating manifestations you don't want if you're not willing to look at what you're doing and where that comes from, more specifically. So that's why I talk about being ready to heal, grow, and expand your consciousness. Because you've got to be willing to do the healing work if you want to grow and expand your consciousness, if you want to manifest your best life and not just manifest whatever happens to come your way, which would be a whole mess of craziness. And that's how a lot of people live their lives. That's another reason why I talk about ending the cycles of suffering. Because do you really want to just manifest your life through all of the random happenstance stuff that comes through your life? Do you really want to do that? That would be miserable. That would be miserable. Miserable. You can go with the flow. You can totally go with the flow without letting everything that comes through your life manifest your life. If you're willing to start being conscious and mindful and be willing to heal. Alright guys, I feel like I'm repeating myself, so that's my sign that it's time to leave you at that. Thank you guys for joining me for another video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. My books for one-on-one are open. So if you're really ready to end the cycles of suffering in your life, if you're really ready to heal, grow, and expand your consciousness, I would love to help you with that. I would love to have you. And I still have spots available. I just had a couple open up. So, if you're ready, if you know you're ready, I would love to have you. If you have any questions, you can always email me or sign up for one of my free clarity calls. And if you know you're ready, if you know you're really ready, you can sign up for one of my session packages. The link to that is in the description. You commit to a certain number of sessions, and then we personalize everything else to you from there. So that means how often we work together, what we work on. If you don't know what you want to work on, if you don't have an idea of that just yet, that's just fine. I have a whole program that I use to get people started so we can figure out what it is that you personally need to work on to start manifesting your best life. Live life, as I say, kinder and simpler. I also have Patreon if you're not quite ready to get into the one-on-one thing. I have all of my self-study content, which includes guided meditations, journal exercises, my intuitive lifestyle course, which is part of the foundation of what I do with my one-on-one clients. I have my Spirituality 101 2.0. We are actually actively in the middle of Spirituality 2.0 right now, but there are several of those videos up and watchable for replay, watchable right now. I've also got the link to dōTERRA and my dōTERRA Witches group. dōTERRA is your one-stop shop for getting rid of all of those synthetic chemical crap things in your home and replacing them with the pure plant-based products and plant medicines. dōTERRA Witches is where we get witchy and dōTERRA-y from our full and new moon gatherings. We've got a new moon gathering coming up where we're going to do a vision board party, which is awesome. We're switching it up for this new moon by doing this vision board party. I know, everything we do at dōTERRA Witches is free. And so we do the free new moon and full moon gatherings. We do free teachings when it comes, free classes. That's what I meant to say. Free classes when it comes to learning all about dōTERRA, dōTERRA products. And if you want to become a wellness advocate yourself, we'll teach you how to do that too. Bring in a little bit extra money while being obsessed with the products you love. That's what dōTERRA is all about. Amazing, amazing, amazing plant-based products and plant medicine that we are all obsessed with. And we just happen to sell it too. But mostly we just love it. We just love it and love to talk about it. I've got my link to my Instagram. I have my link to the mailing list. All sorts of things going on in the description. So if you're enjoying my videos here, I definitely recommend you also go check out the links in the description. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. And as always, may the energies you serve you well. And let's keep making our way through. That was a loud through. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Everything's coming up aces, aces. If it's a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me. Said, hey, look, Ma, I made it, I made it. I said, hey, look, Ma, I made it, I made it. I see it, I want it, I take it, take it. If it's a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me. I said, hey, look, Ma, I made it. Bloopers, because I can't shut off the camera. Now I'm trying to remember how that song actually starts. Oh, no, wait, that's High Hopes. I don't remember how that song starts. I'm trying to remember, it's driving me nuts. But I also have to focus on the traffic. I guess I can play it, but then I'd have to touch my phone, and I can't do that right now. Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. That's why I can't figure it out, because it's the wrong song. I was thinking, fuck a silver lining, fuck a silver lining, because only gold is hard enough, fuck a silver lining. Whoa, fuck a silver lining, because only gold is hard enough, it's just cherries, cherries, everything is cherries on top. It's just cherries, cherries, everything is cherries on top. Whoa. Ooh. Ah, something's in my throat. I can't sing very well today. But that's why I was like, where does the cherries part come in? I was like, oh, I'm singing the wrong song. That's where the cherries part comes in. It doesn't come in at all. It's a totally different song. It's just cherries, cherries. All right, let's try that again. It's just cherries. Nope, it's still stuck in there. It's just cherries, cherries, everything is cherries on top. The wings of wax are endless mountains, tragedies with penniless fountains. It's just cherries, cherries, everything is cherries on top. Sunset shadows through the trophies, I guess it just ain't big enough. Say one more, one more, one more. Fuck a silver lining, fuck a silver lining, 'cause only gold is hard enough, fuck a silver lining, fuck a silver lining, 'cause only gold is hard enough, it's just cherries, cherries, everything is cherries on top. It's just cherries, cherries, everything is still stuck in my throat. Silver lining, ooh. silver lining. Woo. Nope, that's wrong. Hold on, let's see. Fuck a silver lining. Whoa. Silver lining. Ooh, silver lining. Woo. Silver lining. I can't, I'm pulling it down, and so it's not working. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Fuck a silver lining. Whoa. Yeah, I can't figure out what that actually is. It's a little higher, I think. But then it's fuck a silver lining. Whoa. 'Cause only gold is hard enough, hard enough. One more, one more. I think I missed part of that song. I think I started that, but I didn't finish it. That's what I missed the second verse. I knew it. We've been falling, falling. It's like we fell to the top. I was born to cut a million, cut my teeth and made a killing. Now I'm dodging, dodging everything you think that I'm not. Archetypes for television, was lost in thought but had the vision. Hey, when you gonna say my name? When you gonna say my name? Freak charade, Beyonce, lemonade. When you gonna say my name? When you gonna say my name? No delay, no halfway. Let me hear you say one more, one more, one more. Fuck a silver lining, fuck a silver lining. 'Cause only gold is hard enough, hard enough. Fuck a silver lining, fuck a silver lining. Is there a bridge to that? No, I don't think so. Alright, let's see if I can do another one. So I still can't turn off my thing. I've got Panic at the Disco in my head today. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. Now I've got the other song stuck in my head. Mama said, fulfill the prophecy, be something greater. Go make a legacy, manifest destiny. Back in the days we wanted everything, wanted everything. Mama said, burn your biographies, rewrite your history, light up your wildest dreams, museum victories. Every day we wanted everything, wanted everything. Mama said, don't give up. It's a little complicated, all tied up, no more love. But I hate to see you waiting. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. Mama said, it's uphill for oddities, the stranger crusaders. Don't ever wanna, not ever wanna be so weird in the novelties. Don't ever change, we wanted everything, wanted everything. Stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, and never come down, no. It's a little at the bottom of my range there. Stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, and never come down. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated, all tied up, no more love. But I hate to see you wait. You see, it's all been done, but they haven't seen the best of me. So I got one more run, and it's gonna be a sight to see. Had to have high hopes for a living. Shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living. Shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. I always get that hopes part. It's weird. It's off. I'm wrong a little bit. I don't know. High hopes. Sounds a weird one. That's part of why I like singing pop music, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not as good at it as some of the other music. It's a challenge for me, which is funny because usually pop music is some of the easier stuff to do. But there's some vocal, like, especially, that's part of why I like to talk about Brendan Urie and Katy Perry, is because as they progressed in their careers, they became really great singers. I think because they didn't actually, like, weren't learning other instruments really, or like had a basic grasp of like the guitar and maybe the piano, and then focused on their instrument, which was their voice. So sometimes that can be challenging. Also, it's partly challenging because I'm not trying to sing it like me, I'm trying to sing it like them. Like, I can sing it like me, no problem. That I've got down. I've been singing for too long not to be able to do that. You know, it might stretch it when it comes to my vocal range and notes. So singing it like me might mean singing it in a different key, but that I can do. Usually I can hit most of the notes. That's also why I like to Brendan Urie it up, is because as his albums progressed, or as he had more and more albums, those albums got deeper and deeper and deeper into his register, as well as higher and higher. I thought that was kind of interesting. As he started to realize he could do all those really high notes and make everybody just cheer for him because he did high notes because they were easier than like singing well at concerts. I love you, Brendan, but it's true. You cop out sometimes there with those really high notes because they're easy. And singing on key every time is not as easy. So he flashes out those high notes that everybody thinks are difficult when they're not. But he also started singing at the lower end of his register. And that's like at the bottom of my register. And so, and there was a point where it was below my register and I had to practice. So I loved it. I absolutely loved singing, learning to sing his newer stuff. I'm letting you go, dude. Come on. I liked really learning how to sing his newer stuff because it was out of my range. It's not anymore, except for like maybe the lowest notes, but that's how we succeed in life, by practicing. Nothing is ever impossible if you just try. I don't know. Turning the light. I am manifesting a musical out of life, my friends. I sing all sorts of stuff all the time. You got to try. 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 And over time, you will succeed if you just try. All right, I'm about to be a stoplight, finally. I don't know if I'm gonna add this to the video or not. Like, this was like almost longer than the video itself. We We will see. I might edit a little bit of it. All right, guys. Anybody who watched this, hello and welcome to Annie's karaoke jam session in the car on the way to seeing clients. Also, I wanted to address one other thing really quickly while I have you. For anybody who stuck out this long, you deserve it. You deserve it. So, someone asked me this the other day and I thought I would just address it now. I don't know. Well, I know why I thought about it. And you will too in a minute. So, I spell my name A-N-N-E, which is pronounced Anne. But a lot of people call me, and I even call myself, Annie. Because that's what people call me. That's even how I spelled my name for like most of my life. Even at school, was A-N-N-I-E. Because that's what my parents called me. So that's what I called me. Annie. But my name on my birth certificate is Anne. A-N-N-E. So, when I started doing art, I liked the sound of Anne Blackwood better than Annie Blackwood. So I decided to make it Anne Blackwood, and that's how you can tell whether or not someone actually knows me personally or not. Do they call me Anne or do they call me Annie? All right, guys, thank you. If you've made it this far, I love you so much. Let me know in the comments. And I'm stopping at Whole Foods for a little bit of food because I got here a little early before I see my client. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you got this far. If you stuck it out with me this far. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Don't forget to share my videos that you enjoy, because I am still trying to make it to 100 subscribers so I can get that darn custom URL. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out. That's not what I meant. That was an autopilot, but I caught it. Most people don't catch it. That's how you manifest your life. That is how you manifest your life, my friend. Is anytime an autopilot happens, you notice it faster and faster and faster. Stop yourself faster and faster and faster and correct it. Make a new choice. Choose again. So, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because I want my custom URL, man. I don't even have 100 subscribers. And the only reason why I care is because I want a custom URL. I don't want to be youtube.com/randomly generated blah blah blah. I want to be youtube.com/balance blackwood, baby. So share, subscribe and share. If you get any value out of my content whatsoever, subscribe and share. Please and thank you. I want my custom URL, man. All right. Because it's not about followers. It's not about subscribers. It's not even about how many people I help, though I would love to help as many people as possible. It is about the quality and helping the people I can, really helping the people that I can. So I don't care about how many people. If I could just help one, truly help one person, if I could truly help one person heal and end their cycles of suffering, my life would be complete. My mission on life would be complete. My mission in life would be complete. But it would be an amazing bonus to help as many people as I can. So, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Like button stuff. Thank you for sticking it out with me for Annie's Car Ride Karaoke. Be brave, stay sane, stay curious, be kind to each other. And I'll see you in the next one.